Hello and welcome to another week on the Jet Set. Coming up on this week's show, we're taking you on a travel flashback to Toronto, Canada.
And beauty and wellness expert Leiah Rocheleau is back to talk about something you might not be thinking of, your gut health.
And I've got your travel headlines coming up on Here's This, so sit back and relax. You're watching the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Are you ready to go? Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. It's time to Jet Set.
It's time to tune into travel news on this week's edition of Here's This, powered by TravelPulse.com. In newly issued guidance for passengers using public transportation, such as planes, trains, buses, ride shares, and taxis, I hope you checked all those off the list, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention advised all passengers to wear masks to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Now, the guidance came after pressure from the airline industry, as well as a dramatic rise in cases in the United States. And the advice also comes after strong evidence has shown the value of wearing a mask to reduce the spread of coronavirus. Quote, the CDC strongly recommends appropriate masks be worn by all passengers and by all personnel operating public conveyances. I say this because the CDC originally tried to issue this, and someone stopped it.
I cannot believe we're still talking about this.
According to the Washington Post and the New York Times, the CDC had drafted an order requiring all passengers and employees to wear masks on all forms of public transportation much earlier. These types of orders can come with penalties for non-compliance, but it was blocked by the White House.
Keep going. Tell me
The
more.
U.S. Travel Association has praised the new recommendation, saying that they simply, that in order to recover, that in order for the travel industry to recover, masks need to be worn. Period, the end,
All
basically.
right. We're deep into this.
Yes, we are.
We're way deep into this. And I can't believe we're still talking about this. It's just unbelievable. Listen, no, it's uncomfortable. It's making me break out like crazy. But we're in a really crazy, extraordinary time, and no one wants to be in this situation at all. But listen, if we want to get back to work, if we want to get back to traveling, we got to do some things that we don't want to do so that we can do things that we do want to do.
We're going to be stuck in this new normal for a long time.
A long time.
There's not going to be a vaccine straight away that's going to get rid of this overnight. I know a lot of people think that that's going to happen, but even when they find a vaccine and then they do get it out to everywhere and to everyone, how long is it going to take to actually vaccinate everybody? Then the travel industry is going to have to figure out, how do you then ensure whoever's boarding a plane or a train or a bus or a taxi or whatever has been vaccinated. There's going to end up being some sort of, there's going to have to be vaccination card, a vaccination passport or something like that. It's going to be a while.
I know.
But if we have to live in this new normal, wearing masks will make it a little bit more normal.
Listen, just be cool. Just be cool.
Exactly.
We all want to get back to work. All of us want to get back to work. All of us want to see our families. I am missing my friends so much. I can't even tell you. And if I have to wear a mask and it's cool.
It's cool.
It's cool. Let's
Wear a
just
mask.
all get through it. We got to get through this. We don't want to, but listen, we're in unprecedented times. Not in our generation. The last time we had this kind of thing was 100 years ago. So we're all learning. Let's all just be cool and get back to work.
So we are running out of time, and here's this, but here's a big question that looms as it comes to living in the new normal. Cruise lines are about getting ready to start up again, maybe, possibly, even though Norwegian Cruise Line is not actually going to start until December now, but the CDC and the government said they could start back in November. The big question is, what happens to the buffet?
Interesting. And who's going on a cruise? I want to hear from you guys. Are you going to go on a cruise? Are we not going on a cruise? I want to hear what everyone's travel plans are.
When it comes to the buffet, the answer actually varies by cruise line. And in many cases, the buffet is still going to be a thing. Like on Norwegian, though, the buffet is not going to be in place at all. It's going to become a full-service restaurant. On Royal Caribbean, for example, they're saying the buffet will be open, but someone's going to serve you what you want. You won't be allowed to touch the food yourself.
Interesting.
And Carnival Cruise Lines, they said, we don't know yet.
What about Viking?
I don't have the information on Viking.
Well, Viking, call me. I'll come over there and find out.
I mean, you would think Viking would actually have it be another sit-down restaurant for now. Like the way that Viking
Listen,
handles
when I see
things.
those crab legs, I just want to get to grabbing.
Well, I'm going to go grab a commercial break. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more of the Jet Set. Recent studies show that COVID-19 hair loss rates in the 15 lingering effects of the virus, and 26% of people with coronavirus symptoms for any period of time have reported hair loss. Joining us today is Hollywood's go-to hair restoration specialist and pioneering transplant surgeon, Dr. Craig Ziering, to discuss the residual effects of hair loss in COVID recovery. Hi, Dr. Ziering.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here. As if this disease is bad enough, it's affecting us with hair loss. I mean, hair loss affects 100 million men and women today, and that's prior to COVID. Now with COVID, 2 out of 5 people are getting stress-related hair loss as a result of either the virus, the quarantine, or this overall pandemic and how it's throwing our lives out of whack. It is reversible, and that's the good news. You're not going to lose all your hair, and if it's stress-related, we can intervene and get you turned around. We can do things to break that stress cycle by doing meditation, by doing exercise, things like that. We'll stop the cycle, get you to take back control, and then if you need to, we can intervene with some topical or oral medications. We can use stem cell therapy for growth factors and even light therapy. And if that doesn't work and you need more aggressive treatment, we can do that surgically for both men and women at Ziering Medical. Go to ZieringMedical.com and we can answer all your hair loss questions.
Thanks for joining us, Dr. Ziering.
My pleasure. Thank you.
We've got to take a quick break, but health and beauty expert Leiah Rocheleau is back to tackle more wellness issues. We'll be back in 60 seconds. This is my idea of homework.
I have a question. Do you follow us on Facebook?
Face who? What?
Face who?
Face who?
And so what?
Who does that?
It's almost Halloween, but this year, with door-to-door activity curtailed, or at least smartly distanced, Halloween's going to be a little bit different. So how do we keep it safe and fun? Well, Chef Jamie Gwynn to the rescue. She's going to show us how, with some special treats, tasty eats, and simple decor, we can make Halloween really special without leaving home. Welcome to the show, Chef.
Hi there, Chef Jamie Gwen here. Halloween is going to look a little bit different this year, but you can still celebrate with fun, tasty treats, of course. For the grown-up crowd, Smirnoff has introduced 2 new variety packs of their hard seltzer. It's 0 sugar, and their core variety pack features lemon lime, black cherry, and orange, and the returning fan favorite berry lemonade. The limited edition fall pack has seasonal flavors like peach, raspberry, and blackberry, and the classic combo of cranberry lime. Best of all, Smirnoff's hard seltzer has 90 calories, 0 sugar, and only 1 carb. So I say cheers to Halloween. Here's something interesting. According to a recent poll, 73% of parents are working to limit their sugar intake in their household. But you can still serve sweet treats with a twist, like Sabra's dark chocolate dessert dip and spread. You'll feel so good about serving it to your family, and they will absolutely love the decadent chocolate flavor. I'm addicted. It tastes just like chocolate pudding. It's plant-based, gluten-free, vegan, and only 80 calories per serving, plus it's lower in sugar than the other chocolate spreads. I like to decorate it like a spider web, just like that, and serve it with sweet, salty snacks like pretzels and strawberries. So good. Now, maybe you're looking for a fun scare. Why not make my eyeball pasta? Super cute, right? Spaghetti and meatballs with black olives as the eyes. People who love olives love and trust Pearls. Pearls olives are the perfect item to have on hand all the time. They're in my pantry always. Their black olives are 100% grown and packed in sunny California and picked at the peak of freshness. And right now, you can dream big and win big with Pearl's Dream Olive Initiative. So post your olive ideas on Instagram using #DreamOlive to win $5,000. They're donating a meal to Feeding America for every idea you tag. Learn more at dailylounge.com. Back to you.
Thank you, Chef.
It's been a minute, and I'm so happy to have my boo, wellness expert and beauty queen Leiah Rocheleau. She is back with me for more mindful wellness. Yay!
Woo! It's been way too long.
Leiah,
Oh my
you
God.
moved. How is Colorado?
It's the best. I don't even know what took me so long to move to the mountains, because that is where my heart is. But it took me way too long, but we are here, and I'm only leaving to visit you on a plane.
Well, I'm so happy that you listened to your gut. Oh, you've been
No pun
talking about
intended.
making this move for a while. So even though I miss you so much, I am really, really happy for you guys. Okay, this has been a crazy year, and everyone's tummy is so not happy. Let's talk about gut health. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so first of all, how does stress affect your gut?
Well, it's different for everyone. I like to so for men, they kind of have, I call it little box syndrome. So most men compartmentalize their stress in tiny little boxes. So they have like their wife box, their kid box, their work box, and maybe their stress box. So their box is not always open. But for women, we do something a little bit different. We're like the Christmas lights that are all tangled up. Yes. Those are our boxes 24/7. Mm-hmm. So men compartmentalize stress differently. Women, their brain is very, very closely related to their gut. So stress is going to have a major, major impact. And if we're under constant stress, adrenal fatigue, drinking lots of caffeine daily, we're going to be taking those nutrients out of our body at a much faster pace than we would normally.
Oh man, especially this year. This year is just crazy. Okay, Leiah, the phrase gut feelings, it's so true. Why is that?
Well, because our brain is our second gut. So whenever there's something going on or going wrong in the body, it looks to our gut. Mm-hmm. According to me, I would say our brain is actually our second. I would say our gut is number one, because our overall health is tied to our gut.
There are more neuron receptors in your gut, right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's just crazy. So really, like when you get butterflies or you get a gut feeling, that really is like your number one brain telling you either it's under stress or it's happy or it's sad, or all of your feelings really do start in your gut.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people will visit so many doctors, so many gastroenterologists, and they'll be working with them, and they do everything medically right. But if there's some sort of stressor, something at home that they don't know about that's causing the real problem, that's where holistic medicine is going to help you out versus traditional medicine, because they're going to get to the root cause of why that stress keeps happening over and over and over again, even though you're taking all of the medically right steps to get healed.
So what do you think is the first way that people can get their gut healthy?
Diversity of plants is my number one. So I always say to count your plants in any given meal. So if, let's say you're making a pasta, right? So you're using whole wheat pasta, or you're using pasta sauce. Well, how many different plants can you get in there? Can you do fresh basil? Can you do some spinach? Can you do mushrooms, onions, some hemp seeds? Really start to load up. The more diversity that you have in your diet, the better your gut is going to function. Specifically, fiber-filled plant diversity.
Yeah. Get it out, right? We got to eat those vegetables and then get that stress out of our guts.
Yes.
Hey, Leiah, where can people find more information about you?
More information, of course, LeiahR.com. I'm also on Instagram, Leiah Rocheleau. You can always find me there as well.
Oh, I love you so much, and I miss you, but I will see you soon. Well, we've got to take a quick break, but I'm taking you out to revisit Toronto, Canada. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to the Jet Set. For this week's travel flashback, we're heading north to Toronto, where my past self had the chance to see a little bit of what makes the city so special. Hi Peter, I'm Nikki.
Nikki, welcome to Canada.
Thank you so much. So tell me about the Ripley's Aquarium. This is an absolutely beautiful place. What's going on here?
Well, we're 4 years old and we're the newest and number one attraction in Toronto, and we do a really good job of combining sort of the marine element of fish and education, conservation with fun. And that's what we say, we're real and we're fun.
I love it.
Yeah, so we have a really great experience that we've created where you can see the fish from many different ways. You can, from a regular exhibit, we can see them from underneath. There's pop-up tanks where you actually submerge in the aquarium. So it's really a fun experience, and we find that people learn more when they're having fun.
This is an amazing location. You guys are right in the center of everything.
Right in the heart of the Toronto, and we're also a great date night. We're one of the top 10 places to go for a date. So that 25 to 35-year-old market love us because it's a great little experience to have a date, have a drink, walk around.
Oh, I like that idea so much.
And our number one uploaded photo on social media is our jellyfish wall. So people really love that. And it's a great first date.
Hey Peter, where can people find more information if they want to come visit?
Well, the best way is our website. So ripleysaquariumofcanada.com. You can do that. And you can see all the different programs we do and different events. We've always got something new and exciting going on here.
Excellent. I'm going to go take a picture with the jellyfish.
Awesome. Let's
Thank
go
you
look
so
at it. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was time to head to the CN Tower to challenge myself to take on a new experience, the Edge Walk.
All right, let's go have a look around, see how beautiful Toronto is looking. Wow. What a beautiful day out here. Wow, look at that beautiful sunset. Hey, how's it going? You guys are looking pretty good there. Now let's have a look down. Whoa, that is a long way down. That looks higher than yesterday. Come check it out. And hold her up a bit lower, Nikki. I'll help you with that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Perfect. Bye, Katie. All right, all right. So you guys all made it out the doors. So welcome to the Edge Walk. How do you like it? Nice. We're standing 356 meters above the ground. That is 1,168 feet, or 116 building stories. How does that sound? 116, yeah. Now why don't you guys get a little closer to the edge and you just have a little peek over it. Now tell me what you think about that view. It is beautiful, isn't it? You're gonna go all the way back until your heels are right off the edge. After that, try your best to get those legs nice and straight. Would you like to try this one? Yeah or no? You don't want to try it? Yeah? All right, let's do it. Just sit down. Perfect. Feet all the way in front of you. Now just walk towards the edge. There you go. Now you don't have to look down. I'll tell you when you're close to the edge. So just all the way there. Now go slow. You're almost there. One more little step back. One more step back. Widen your stance a little bit more. And you can let go of that rope right there.
Oh, you should take a picture of him now.
Good job, man. Here. Nice. Now, can I get you to hang in there for a little bit? I'm gonna bring them out there with you, just so you're not there by yourself. Okay. Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, let's do it. So just sit down. All the way down. Just feet out in front. And just walk. Are you sure you don't want to try it? Positive? I'm positive. All right, cool. So Emma, you ready? All right, go ahead. You are gonna be lucky number 1 this time. So there you go. Now just push the rope out in front and lean towards it. All the way out. And can you let go? Of course you can. There you go. Nice. Now make sure you have a nice look around in there. Awesome. Good job.
High five.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Nicely done, guys.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me today. Hope you had fun. Take care.
We've got our weekly happy ending coming up after one last break. You're watching The Jet Set.
You know you want to see it.
We're on the show that ends with a happy ending.
we've all been doing our best to stay in shape while quarantining, but
Have we?
well, sort of. But home workouts are not without their challenges. So for this week's happy ending, we're going to take a look at some quarantine home workout fails. Oh, this is going to be good.
This is me. It's called sitting on the couch eating chips.
Thanks for watching this week and keeping up with our adventures.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/thejetsettv. Bye, everybody.